Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully good. How's everybody doing? Hi.
Everybody muted?
Good. Do we have a new student today? Is your name Gia
Maybe.
or Gia? Is that your name? Gia? J-I-A? Is that you, honey?
It's Nina.
How do I say your name?
Nina.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Okay. I was thinking, okay, bad because I have social studies test tomorrow. Yeah, you do not really like social studies, Serena. Is that not your favorite? Okay, so your homework was to work on a couple things in Unit 3. And one of those was the reading comprehension. So can everybody please open up their reading comprehension homework? And I'm going to be asking you to share some of your answers with us. If you didn't do the homework, well, then you're going to have to be making up some answers as we go. Can I get a show of hands as to who did their homework? Raise your hand if you did your homework. Okay. About half of you. Okay. Ricky, I don't see your hand because your video is turned off, so you got to use the emojis. Wow, Lily, you have a lot of tests, honey. Okay. So, Nina, you are on Gia's account, is that right? Or Gia, you are just, Gia, is this your? Honey, I can't understand your mic. It's really, really loud, but.
This is actually my mom's name.
Got it. Okay. Got it. So there we go. Just wanted to make sure we had Nina as well. Good. Okay. So Elaine just entered. Our class is getting bigger every time. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the screen and we are going to work on some of this together. So like I said, if you didn't do this for homework, well, then you're going to have to be working pretty hard right now and you're going to need to catch up. I don't assign a lot of homework and I do that for a reason. I assign you a little bit of homework so that you can do it because I know you have a lot of other things going on. And I assign you a little bit of homework just because I want to review. I want you at home to review what we do in class. So it's important that you make some time and space on it. That's okay, Nina, don't worry about it. All right, so we are going to read this. This is something you guys should have already done. And then we're going to be answering. If you already have the answers for it, then you can just tell me what you got. If you don't, well, then you're gonna have to work a little harder. All right, so we're gonna do popcorn reading, meaning I'm gonna choose somebody to read, they're gonna read a paragraph, and then they're gonna choose another student to read. So yes, Luke, do you have a question, honey? Or do you wanna read?
No, I did the homework, but I can't remember the answer.
That's okay. That's okay. Can you open your account? Can you open your Canvas account, Luke, and look at your homework? Do you know how to do that?
I don't.
Okay, I can walk you through that a little bit later. So Luke, why don't we start with you? Why don't you start by reading the first paragraph and then you can choose somebody in the class to read the second paragraph.
Okay. Today, my daughter Karen married her boyfriend Nick in a luxury resort hotel. This is actually my daughter's second wedding, and she became a widow when her husband did not return from war. I liked her previous husband, Bob, better than Nick. I was confident her relationship with Nick would not work out because they both worked at the same travel agency together. I think Nick is a good influence to her because he's an honest, working, kind man.
Okay, go ahead and choose somebody to read the next paragraph.
Should it be someone who is raising he or she
Yeah,
said?
anybody. You could choose somebody who's volunteered. Yeah, it looks like Serena volunteered, Joelle, and Nina all volunteered.
Serena.
Okay.
I know Nick does not care for our relatives, and quite frankly, I do not blame him. They always compare him to Bob, and it's a bit unfair to always be compared to a war hero who was nominated for various medals by the president.
Okay, go ahead and choose somebody to read the last paragraph. Looks like Nina's got her hand up, and Joelle's got her hand up too.
Nina?
Okay, go ahead, Nina.
Karen showed they look happy while dancing to the ballads together and her wedding bristle. I was excited for them when the conference took them up at the end of the evening to take them to their exotic honeymoon. I wish them many years of happiness.
Good. Okay, very good. So now we're going to be answering some questions here. First, I want to talk about some of these words. So, Joelle, do you know what this word luxury means?
Like special and it looks expensive.
Yeah, luxury usually has the feeling that it was expensive. Okay, good. Teresa, what's this word widow?
A widow is a woman, like a woman. A widow is a woman that like didn't have a
Yeah, so a widow is a person who their partner has passed away. Yeah, has passed away. A widower is a man whose partner has passed away. Okay, good. How? What's this word? Confident. What does it mean to be confident?
So are you supposed to say it?
What, sweetheart?
So am I supposed to say what confident means?
No, I had asked how. Okay, so how says to be sure yourself. Yeah, that's true. That's good. Okay, Ricky, what's an agency?
It's pretty hard to explain. Like it's like a place or like a company.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then like they work together. So they said they worked at the same travel agency together.
Uh-huh. So what's a travel agency? It's very rarely used now, but what would happen at a travel agency?
Is it like a place that they actually give you a bunch of different options to give you like come up with like different travel plans to places?
Yeah, uh-huh. Yep. So if you go to a travel agency, they can help you plan a vacation, or they can help you find things to do in the area that you could check out. Good. Okay, Elaine, influence. What does that word mean? To influence something.
Influence is like a effect.
Say it again, hon. I can't hear you.
Influence is like effect.
Oh, what?
Effect.
Affect. Yeah, to affect something. So you could be a good influence or you could be a bad influence. All right, Serena, this word, relatives.
Your family.
Family, good. Lily, this word, nominated. What does that mean to be nominated for something, Lily? We can't hear you, sweetheart. You're muted.
It means to honor.
Yeah, if I nominate somebody for something, I suggest their name, right? And I honor them with something. Good. Okay, Luke, ballads. What's a ballad, Luke? Have you heard that word before?
I didn't.
Okay, has anybody here ever heard of this word ballad, like a love ballad? Nina, have you heard that?
Isn't like a love ballad? It's like I think it was a lovely song or something because I heard it a long time ago.
Yeah. Serena, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, I was gonna say what she just said.
Yeah, so a ballad is a song. So you can have a love ballad and it's like a love song. Okay, and let's see. How? Caravan. Caravan. A car. Yeah, kind of. A caravan. So it depends on which country. Caravan in England and probably in Australia means a type of car, almost like a trailer or like a RV. But here in the United States, when we say caravan, that means a group of cars that travel together. A group of there could be a caravan of camels. It's true. Lily said a group of camels with riders. You could have a caravan of camels. Okay. And Ricky, exotic. What is exotic?
Sorry, mine was muted. I think like exotic is something like something special and it's kind of different from your own culture in your country.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You nailed it. Okay, good. All right. Lily, can you please read question 1 for us?
Which of the following best represent the main idea of the passage?
Okay, I'd like everybody to take a look at this and write in the chat 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which of the following best represents the main idea of the passage? Not little details, but the main idea. Go ahead and write in the chat 1, 2, 3, or 4. A parent who writes about his or her daughter, a parent who helps to arrange an exotic honeymoon, a parent who thinks the daughter is happier, a parent who writes about the romantic wedding. Go ahead and put your answer in the chat for me. 1, 2, 3, or 4, please. Okay, I'm seeing lots of 1s, potential 4. A parent who writes about his or her daughter, Karen, getting married to Nick. Yeah, I would say that's pretty fair because it's not just talking only about the honeymoon. But take a look at 3. What do you guys think about 3? I'm seeing a couple 4s. A parent who writes about the romantic wedding. Yeah, but it's not only about the wedding. All right, to me, it's between 1 and 3. What do you guys think? Between 1 and 3. One, I'm seeing people say 1. I'm gonna go with 1. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, Parisa, can you read and answer for us question 2?
What does care for in this passage mean? I know Nick does not care for our relatives.
I know Nick does not care for our relatives. What does that mean?
It means mind.
Mm,
Last one.
not quite. Not quite. Try again. I know what's
Like.
that? Like. Yeah, good. My cursor is so glitchy. Okay. I think your video, sweetheart, is kind of glitchy, so I'm wondering if we might be having a connection issue. All right, question 3. Joelle, can you read and answer that for us?
Why did the father believe his daughter's relationship with Nick would not work out? Karen and Nick worked together.
Okay, yeah, let's revisit that section. Let's find that part. It says, I was confident her relationship with Nick would not work out because they both worked at the same travel agency together. Okay. I wonder why working together would mean that it wouldn't work out. All right, How? Can you read question 4 and answer that for us, please?
What is most likely the author's attitude toward this marriage?
And I'm going to ask everybody to give me their opinion on whatever How chooses. So everybody take a look, please, at this. Okay, you only have to type it once, please. Thanks. All right, so folks are saying number 1, the author has mixed feelings because I was confident about her relationship, but I do think yeah, I would say that's fair. Yeah. Does everybody agree with that? I'd say so. All right, and Nina, can you read question 5 and answer that for us, please?
What can be inferred from the passage?
Pause there for a second. Can anybody explain to us what the word infer means? What does it mean to infer something? Does anybody have an idea of what that means? Infer. Go ahead, Luke. What does infer mean, sweetheart?
You can guess that.
Yeah, so infer means that you've been given some information and you need to make an educated guess. So if I see a bunch of people leaving a building dressed really well on a Sunday morning, I can infer that they probably just left church, because here in the United States, a lot of people attend church, Christian church or Catholic church on a Sunday morning. Nobody had to really tell me, but I could just use my observations. Does that make sense? So the question that Nina got was, what can be inferred from the passage? So using the evidence you have, what sort of assumption can you make? What do you think, Nina? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Two.
All right, guys, what do you think? The relatives like war because many people get killed? Do you think that that's something that you can get from the passage? I mean, yeah, but it didn't really focus too much on that. I think there's probably one that it focused more on. I'm seeing other people, it does not feel good to always be compared to someone else. Good. Okay, so Nina, tell me about this one. What do you think about this one? What do you think about that one? It does not feel good to be always compared to somebody else.
So like, you don't want to get compared by someone else?
Yeah, but why would they suggest that? Like, who's getting compared to who?
Because Nick is always being compared to Bob.
Right. Yes. Good. Okay, good. I'm seeing some good observations in the chat too. Okay, I'm gonna go with 1 here and we'll see how we do. I need to make a quick note of something. So I'm gonna stop the share for just 1 second. And I see a bug in the program that I want to fix. All right. Oopsie, what's going on here? How can we bug fly? How can a bug fly in your computer? Jokes all day long, like Miss Lily. Okay. Okay, there we go. Lily, you should be a stand-up comedian. All right, how do you think we did, guys? Good, 20 out of 20. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Has anybody ever heard that term? Not too shabby? I don't know why we say shabby. I don't know what we're talking about, shabby. What's shabby? If somebody can figure that out, I'd be really impressed. All right, guys, we are going to go back in and we're going to continue working in our unit 3. So we left off on the grammar A, 39. Maybe shabby means, well, I know what the word shabby means, but maybe when they're saying not too shabby, it's like, it doesn't look bad, because shabby has that feeling that like, oh, your house is shabby, like it's not very attractive. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your responses. You can type them in the chat box if you'd like.
I think it's like not so bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, we're going to get back into unit 3 if it will ever open up for me. We're going to start talking about, or we're going to get into adjectives today. Can anybody explain to me just casually what an adjective is? Can anybody describe what an adjective is? All right. Go ahead, Serena.
Something that like describes something like pretty, the pretty girl.
Yes.
The pink dress.
It does describe something, but what specifically does it describe? You said pretty dress, right? What is dress? What part of speech is
It describes
dress?
a noun.
That's right. Very good. An adjective describes a noun. Very good. And Nina, I saw you had your hand up. I'll call you on the next question, okay? And thank you too for volunteering so much today to answer. It's really nice to see people engage like that. And Luke, I know you're always volunteering. And actually in general, this class is really good about volunteering. Probably my best class in terms of volunteering to answer stuff. So good job, you. And bonus points, whoever can find out what not too shabby really means. Okay, we are going to watch a little video. Maybe focus on the not too shabby when we're not in class. Can everybody see that video? Embedded in the screen, and I don't think I can make it bigger. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I guess that's as big as I can make it. So hopefully we can hear it. What is shabby? Yes, not too bad. Good. Okay.
We'll learn adjective. Part of speech, adjective, is noun related. Adjective describing nouns. For example, Many words you know. Easy, beautiful, nice, nice dress, good, good book, bad, bad taste, happy, I'm happy, outgoing, fascinating, stolen, the stolen car, lonely, I feel lonely, polite, this is a polite person, main, the main topic. So all these words are used to describe nouns. They are called adjective. We have common adjectives. I am happy. This is a good book. Basically, the adjectives that we typically deal with, they are called common adjectives. Now, there are other special types of adjectives. Verb ing adjective. Excite is a verb. With ing, it becomes an adjective that describes things or ideas. The idea is exciting. The news is exciting. It makes me excited. But if you want to describe how people feel, you got to use verb ed. I am excited. The news is exciting. I am excited by the news. The most difficult one is a sentence or clause adjective. I have a student. Student is a noun. What kind of student? Who studies hard. In this adjective clause or adjective dependent clause, who is the subject? Studies is the verb.
Okay, I want to pause here for 1 second. And one of the areas that can be the most challenging to understand is this one, the clause. So often students and adults will understand what an adjective means. Okay, we get it. It describes a noun, a pretty dress, right? A blue ocean. But when it becomes a clause, that's when it gets a little bit more challenging. So the way to remember that is if you could cross this out and write another word here, example, smart. I have a smart student. Now, granted, you would have to change the structure, right? You wouldn't say, I have a student smart. You would say, I have a smart student. If you can cross out this whole section and replace it with one adjective, it's most likely an adjective clause. Does everybody understand what I'm saying there? So can anybody give me an example of another word that I could use instead of smart here? I have a student who studies hard. Well, can I get another example? Serena, do you have any ideas?
Intelligent.
Yeah, I have an intelligent student. Does anybody else have any other ideas? One adjective that I could maybe put in there. Luke, do you have your hand up, sweetie? No? Okay, no worries. Anybody else have an idea? Lily, go ahead.
Lazy.
Lazy?
Yeah.
Well, you could say, I do not have a lazy student, right? It's the opposite, because if you're lazy, you're probably not going to be studying hard. You're probably going to be eating a lot of potato chips and watching a lot of TV shows, right? All right, so we understand what I'm saying, right? If you can replace that whole little section, that whole clause with one adjective, it's most likely an adjective clause. All right, I'm gonna get back to the video now.
Who studies? Now the who reference to a student. So the student studies hard. And this entire clause describes the student. So I have a student who studies hard. So are you a student who studies hard? I hope so.
Okay, so that was teacher Nick just leaving some life advice there for you.
Wait, isn't Nick who Karen's going to marry?
Is Nick what?
Like the story we read, isn't Nick the one who's gonna marry Karen?
The same guy in the story? No, honey. Teacher Nick is a person who works in ivyGoal, and Nick in the story is not a real person. Good observation, though. Okay. How can you read this for us all in bold?
Adjective describing nouns: easy, beautiful, nice, good, bad, happy, outgoing, fascinating, stolen, lonely, polite, mean.
Good. Okay. So an example would be, I am happy. This is a good book. The news is exciting, but I am excited. And then we have the clause, right? I have a student who studies hard. Is I have a student a good just sentence on its own? Is I have a student a complete sentence on its own? Give me a thumbs up for yes and give me a thumbs down for no. Is I have a student a complete sentence on its own? I see one thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down if it's not a complete sentence. Okay, I see some thumbs ups. Good. Teresa, Lily, Ricky, Elaine, what about you? Good. How? What about you? How you normally do the chat box? It is grammatically, yes. Okay, so I have a student. That is grammatically, like Serena put it, a complete sentence. It has a subject, which is I. It has a verb, have, and that's kind of actually all you really need. I have actually technically is a sentence, but we need an object. I have a student. Now, it's not a complex sentence. It's not a very exciting sentence, but it is a sentence. Who studies hard is an adjective clause that adds detail. All right, very good. Let us move forward. And we're going to continue with the adjectives. All right, Teresa, can you please read question 1 and help us answer it?
There's the option below. Complete the sentence using suggestions. Here's all that are correct. Washington and orthodontists are going to help. Will help. You'll have a great smile.
Very good. This is future, so it hasn't happened yet, but it will or it's going to help. So Teresa saw going to and will. Very good. All right. Any volunteers to do question 2? We haven't heard from Ricky for a while. Let's hear from Ricky.
Do I read the question?
Yes, please.
What is the adjective clause in the following sentence? I have a friend who is a fantastic cook.
Okay, so remember, we're looking for the part of the sentence that could be replaced by just one adjective. So is there anything that you see here that I could group together that's a clause, that's a phrase?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. I have a friend. Is that a complete sentence?
Just I have a friend, or you mean the whole sentence?
Is I have a friend, is that a complete sentence?
No.
All right, what do you guys think? Help us out here. Is I have a friend a complete sentence?
Oh, wait, it is.
It is.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It is. So what's that extra bit then?
Oh, you can't replace the who is a fantastic cook.
That's right. You could replace that with an adjective, right?
Yeah.
So you could say, I have a talented friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I have a professionally trained friend, right? So we actually could replace this whole section. So this is going to be your adjective clause. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So what answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
The last one.
Serena says, I have a chefy friend. I have never heard that, but I appreciate your innovative nature with coming up with new adjectives, Serena.
Oh, chefy isn't a word?
I don't know, but I like it. All right. Luke, can you read question 3, please, and help us answer it?
Which of the options below complete the sentence using present tense? Choose all that are correct.
Okay. I blank like a blonde fairy in a beautiful costume. Present tense, happening right now.
Am dressing.
I am dressing. Okay. What else?
Dress, maybe.
Okay. And there's one more. Does anybody see it?
The last one.
Yeah. So that's negative present tense, but it's still present tense. Good. Good job, Hal. Good catch. All right. We're going to break this up into different sections. So we're just going to go right down the line. So let's start with Nina. Go ahead and read this first sentence and help me figure out which tense it's in.
Kids should not be afraid of going to the dentist or
Orthodontist.
orthodontist. Dentist and orthodontist will help you have a great blank smile.
Great smile. So it says help you have a great smile. So great, is that a verb, adverb, adjective, noun, or preposition?
Adjective?
Yeah, good. Great is describing smile. Very good. Okay, Carissa, number 2, please.
Yeah, you can watch your favorite movie when you visit your dentist. This is because most dental offices have such a flat screen television and nice collection of DVDs.
Good.
Favorite is an adjective because it tells what kind of movie it is.
That's right. Very good. Very good. Okay, Lily. Number 3, please. And looks like you have 2. You get 3 and 4.
It's a noun.
Can you read the sentence, honey?
Having white and beautiful teeth playing is important to me because I perform comedy on stage.
This is perfect for you. This sentence is perfect for you because you're the stand-up comedian. Okay, beautiful teeth. What part of speech what part of speech is teeth? It's a noun. That's right. And because I perform comedy on stage, what's comedy?
Noun, I guess.
What'd you say, honey? I didn't hear you.
Noun.
Yes, good. Good job. Good catch. Last. Lol. Okay. Luke, you get question 5.
I love to be humorous and make jokes. Once I was doing blank a comedy routine at school.
Okay. Once I was doing. What part of speech is that?
Verb, past tense.
Very good. Very good. Nina, did you already go on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ricky, number 6, please.
With a mysterious blank expression, I told many funny jokes. Everyone was laughing so hard.
Okay. A mysterious, so we're talking about mysterious here. What
Okay.
part of speech is mysterious?
I think it's adjective.
Okay. Because it's describing what?
Describing the expression.
Good. Okay. Joelle, number 7, please.
Everyone was laughing so hard. Of course, I was holding myself back and did not give any smiling expression.
Okay. Did not give. So listen carefully to it. I was holding myself back and did not give.
I think it's an adjective.
Okay, well, in order for it to be an adjective, it has to be describing a noun. So let's focus on this part. Give. Is give an action?
Yes.
It is an action, so that would make it a verb, right? But is it a verb happening in the present tense or in the past tense?
Past.
That's right. It's a verb happening in the past tense. Very good. All right. How? Number 8, please.
If your teeth are not as straight as they should be, your dentist might decide that you need braces. He will send something to you to see an orthodontist.
Okay, will send. That's the part of speech we're looking for. What do you think, honey? Will send. Verb in the future. Future tense. Will send. Good. Okay. Elaine, number 9.
An orthodontist, not a dentist, will apply blank and remove your braces. Braces make your teeth straight. When your teeth are straight, it makes you feel good about your smile.
Okay, we're asking about will apply. Will apply. What part of speech is that, huh? Is apply an action word or a noun? Let's start with that. Apply. That means to put on. So would that be an action or a noun?
Which one?
It would be an action, so it's going to be a verb. Now, is it saying that it's happening right now or that it's going to happen in the future? Will to do something. Good. Very good. That's right. Very good. All right. And did everybody get a chance to go on this one? Is there anybody who didn't get a chance to go on this one? I think everybody got to go. Ricky, did you get to go?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right, so we'll just start from the top. So Nina, go ahead and do number 10, please.
If you don't like your smile, you might not want to have your pick. Wait, did I do braces make our teeth straight?
You're good. You're good. Keep going.
Oh, if you don't like your smile, you might not want to have your picture taken.
Good. If you don't like. Okay, so like is the action, right? So that's going to be what? An action is going to be a verb or a noun?
Verb?
A verb, and it's saying if you do not like, if you don't like.
Past?
That would be I didn't like.
I think
help her out. Present tense would be I. Present tense could be I don't like. but it's saying if you don't like. What do you guys think? I'm seeing future by somebody. What do you think, Nina, about future? Saying if you don't like it, you may not want to have your picture taken.
If you don't,
Yeah.
so like you
Future,
don't want
it would be most likely a future tense. Let's see. We're gonna wrap up here because we're out of time. Let's see how we did on that. I'm curious. Okay, so yeah, good. If you don't like, that's the future. Oh. What do you guys think it said that? Why do you guys think it says it's present tense versus future tense? If you don't like. That one's a little tricky. We'll have to dive into that a little bit more next class. Okay,
I
guys.
think
So
that might be a glitch.
yeah, I don't think that that's true. All right. So for your homework, you're going to finish this exercise. So I'll show you what that looks like up on the menu. It's Unit 3, Grammar B, Adjectives. So you're going to finish that. And so, yeah. So you're going to do these three. You're going to do Unit 3. You're going to finish that, Grammar B. Then you're going to do Grammar Fill-In, and then you're going to do the note taking. So it's only 3 things. Okay? Go ahead and write that down unless you're able to access your notes. Does anybody have any questions about anything we talked about today? Yes, Luke.
So adjective intro fill in 37 and cut his hand in Earth class.
I'm sorry, what was the second part of the question?
I mean, like the homework.
Yes, so you're going to do these 3 that I have highlighted. It's the Grammar B, the one that we started today, that last one, and then this fill-in 37, and then the note taking.
Got it.
Got it? All right, does anybody else have any other questions? Yeah, Serena, I don't know, honey. I actually have to understand myself why that one was considered present tense. I'm going to work on that and get back to you on it, okay? English is a tricky language sometimes, even us trained in teaching it. Sometimes we don't fully understand why it is that way. All right, girls and boys, I will see you on Saturday. I hope you have a great week. And actually, truthfully, I'm actually off of work on Saturday. So you're going to have a sub that day. But then I'll see you back next week. Okay? I'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.